He lives off of his women. Most water sign men, that's what they do. They manipulate women. They use women for what they can get from them.
On May 22, 2025, Remy Ma opened up about the growing tension in her marriage with Papoose, revealing that their problems stemmed from ongoing divorce paperwork. Both accused each other of refusing to sign the papers, fueling public speculation. Around this time, rumors began to swirl. Claims of infidelity, financial struggles, and even gambling issues surfaced. Despite previous friction with Claressa Shields, Remy clarified she held no grudges and wasn't seeking drama. Her goal, she explained, was simply to set the record straight and clear the air about what was really happening in her personal life.
I would be telling you, girl, get your ass from over there. What are you talking about? That's what I would be doing if that was my friend. I'm not hating on nobody. Like I told you at the very beginning, that shit is corny. It's a come up and it's corny. Okay? That's what's happening right now. That's what's happening. And you don't even see it because I get all the sweet talking and of course I gotta be the villain. She ain't shit. She this and I'm this. Show me a woman that had a man that was doing her right and she just shitted on him for no reason.
Remy Ma hinted at something very interesting, almost like she was suggesting this was her opportunity to level up and move forward. People started questioning why a woman would walk away from a man who had always seemed to treat her well. At first, many assumed Remy was simply upset that Papoose had moved on, and maybe that played a part. But her actions soon made everyone pay closer attention. Rumors began swirling that Papoose had a pattern that he often connected with women who had money and stability, using them to his advantage. Some even labeled Remy Ma a sugar mama, while pointing out that Claressa Shields, too, was known for being generous with her wealth. Quickly, public opinion shifted. The man once praised as loyal and devoted was now being seen as someone who depended on women financially. The story flipped completely, and soon, attention turned to Claressa Shields herself. Around that same time, she appeared on the Pivot podcast and shared something that caught everyone's attention.
I have a baby next year. We already have it planned out. I'm gonna have a baby next year. And then after I go through my stuff, then I'll come back and fight some more, and then probably have another one and then do the same thing again. Like, I don't want to wait till I'm, 40, 43, whatever, after my career to have my kids.
Right.
Claressa Shields revealed that she wants to have children with Papoose, not just one, but several. She shared that her plan is to have a baby, take some time off, return to boxing, and later try for another child. While her excitement was clear, some fans found her statement surprising and even concerning, wondering if balancing motherhood and a demanding boxing career might prove too difficult.
I was right. He is definitely using Claressa as a rebound to get back at Remy Ma. And this is what I'm celebrating. A man rebounding with a woman who seems to not have it all. It's like her body fully developed, but her mind did not. Her mind seems like it's still 12, 13 years old. What you gonna do with a woman like that, Papoose, other than take advantage of her? People are really saying that Papoose have leveled up. And this is no shade to Claressa, because if she has a delay, she can't help that. Papoose is bright enough to understand that.
And wait, there's more.
I'm not hating on the age difference. I've dated guys that were much older than me, but I also was very mature, which is why I dated guys that were much older than me. Claressa Shields is not mature. She seems like she may need a lot more experience.
It seems like both of these women, who probably don't even know each other personally, share a similar opinion about Claressa Shields. They both believe that while she's talented, confident, and driven, she sometimes comes across as immature or naive. They say that even though she's 30, emotionally she acts much younger. That's not my opinion, that's what people are saying online. Because of that, many believe Papoose, who's much older and far more experienced, might be taking advantage of her in some way. And honestly, this is where things start to get interesting. Papoose is around 47 or 48 years old, and that age gap alone made people start talking Dottie first. Even I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I thought people were just hating on Papoose for no reason. After all, his reputation has always been that of a loyal husband, a devoted father, and one of the most respected rappers from New York. For years, He was admired as a strong, disciplined, and supportive black man, someone who stood by Remy Ma through prison, career ups and downs, and all kinds of public scrutiny. But recently, some cracks have started to show. On July 28, 2025, Papoose made a post on social media congratulating Claressa Shields after one of her big wins. He wrote, "Big congratulations to my love, Claressa Shields, on another victory. You put on a boxing masterclass. From how you treat your family to how serious you are about your craft, you're a true queen. You being mentioned with the all-time greats is long overdue. You've done for women's boxing what many have tried but failed to do, completely sell out an arena." They all came to see the quote. It was a sweet message, heartfelt and supportive. But what came next? Raised eyebrows, Papoose added, "Glad I'm able to add value from a behind-the-scenes executive standpoint. Special thanks to my Win Records family." That part didn't sit right with a lot of people. Why? Because Papoose has no background in boxing management or sports promotion. His lane is music, hip-hop, not athletics. So what exactly did he mean by executive standpoint? To many, it sounded like he was trying to involve himself in Claressa's career. Maybe even positioning himself as a manager, or trying to benefit financially from her success. That's where speculation really began to grow. Some people online started comparing this situation to other celebrity couples. For instance, Jay-Z doesn't manage Bianca's boxing matches because she doesn't have any, but more importantly, he doesn't insert himself into her professional world. They both have their own lanes. The same goes for other couples like Will and Jada. So when Papoose starts calling himself an executive in Claressa's corner, it raises red flags. Maybe he's genuinely trying to support her. But maybe, just maybe, he's trying to position himself for something more. And the timing of it all right after his messy split from Remy Ma only adds fuel to the gossip. People started wondering if he's really in love or if he's trying to benefit from being associated with a powerful, successful athlete like Claressa. Then just when things were beginning to calm down, another rumor surfaced that Claressa Shields might be pregnant. That speculation only made the story even messier, especially with everything already swirling around their relationship. What started as admiration between two public figures was now surrounded by rumors, questions, and plenty of raised eyebrows. Whether it's love, business, or a bit of both, only time will tell. When Claressa went live one day, people in her comments kept asking if she was pregnant. She finally snapped, "Am I pregnant? No, I ain't no goddamn pregnant. Like, why would you ask me that on here? Is you okay? If I was pregnant, is this the place to be asking me that at? Like, I don't know." In this clip, she was clearly frustrated. She denied being pregnant and questioned why people were even asking her such a personal question in the first place. But the rumors didn't stop. Soon after, a photo of Claressa with Cardi B at the Am I the Drama meet and greet on September 22, 2025, started circulating online. Now, to be fair, Claressa is a professional athlete. Boxers often fluctuate in weight depending on training, rest, or preparation for fights. But in that picture, fans noticed her body looked slightly different. When compared side by side with Cardi B in the same photo, some people online began speculating again, saying Claressa might actually be expecting, even though she denied it multiple times. Many weren't convinced. And that led to another question. If she really were pregnant, could Papoose financially and emotionally support a new family on his own? Given everything happening between them and his own career struggles, fans started wondering whether he was ready for that kind of responsibility. Then, things took another turn. In one of his own social media posts, Papoose started addressing the money rumors, and he made a shocking claim. He said, "She want to talk about all this money talk and what I got or don't got. Since I met her, I've written 90% of the rhymes that came out of her mouth." That statement hit the internet like a bomb. Papoose continued explaining that when he was younger, he used to write rhymes in his head and memorize them. As he got older, he started writing lyrics in his iPhone email drafts. He even told fans, "If anybody comes around me, we can type in any word from one of her songs, and her entire rap will come up, if that's true." Then Papoose claims to have written nearly 90% of Remy Ma's lyrics, a huge revelation considering her legacy as one of the toughest female rappers in the game. And honestly, nobody can deny Papoose's lyrical talent. He's one of the most skilled writers of his generation. Even though he never sold millions of records, his wordplay, creativity, and discipline in hip-hop are undeniable. But it does raise a question: if Papoose really wrote most of Remy Ma's music, why isn't he earning big money as a songwriter for other artists? He's been in the industry for decades, worked with Tunicore, collaborated with Def Jam executives, and built a lot of connections. So why didn't he use those opportunities to elevate himself financially? Maybe it's because hip-hop has changed. The industry today often values image and virality more than lyricism. A rapper's success now depends more on social media moments than wordplay or storytelling. Perhaps that's why someone like Papoose, despite his skill, doesn't get the recognition or commercial success he deserves. Still, if his claim is true, it's surprising and a little concerning that his career hasn't reflected that level of contribution or financial stability. Later, Papoose opened up even more about his struggles. During that whole time, I was in the crib dealing with everything. My daughter, quitting my executive position, trying to balance everything, still paying all the utilities, all the bills. I can honestly admit, I don't use drugs, never have. Anybody that knows me will tell you that. But I did fall victim to gambling. Going through that confession changed a lot of things. It became clear that Papoose wasn't as perfect as people once believed. He might have been loyal, but loyalty without stability doesn't build a strong foundation. A man can't just rely on his reputation, he has to back it up with consistency, leadership, and real results. If I were Claressa's family, I'd be concerned. Papoose seems like someone who depends on women who already have their lives together, women who are financially stable and emotionally secure. He tends to take a step back while they take the lead, and that kind of dynamic never ends well. It creates imbalance, resentment, and eventually distance. So, while Remy Ma may have had her own faults, it's easy to see why she might have lost respect for him over time. Between his gambling issues, money problems, and fading career, Papoose seems lost, searching for direction and validation. It's a tough fall for someone who was once celebrated as the symbol of Black love, the man who stood by his wife through it all. But maybe this entire situation is a reminder that behind every polished public image, people are often far more flawed and fragile than they appear.